figuring out how to deal in the way and working with baseball ops and kind of that whole thing. There's learning curves involved. Now, Vogt may come into the interview and just be like, I just got all these ideas and blow, Farhan away in the nerd sense, right? Just, oh my gosh, this guy's got he's got the ex-ball player and he's got the clubhouse and these guys are going to love him. And then he knows, all the things that we love and baseball ops and what we're looking for. And then, the thing that Farhan also said, the thing that is maybe even the most important is the recruiting aspect of it. Maybe he needs, who we need to bring in? We need to bring in Coach Prime. Coach Prime will get Shohei. Yeah. If we had Coach Prime now,
yeah,
I'm being facetious, but let's put this together here. Deion Sanders was traded to the Giants in 1995. Right. He played on a bad team.
Yeah.
Was it 94 or 95? I don't exactly remember the time frame, but it's right around that time frame.
Yeah.
He had just played for the 49ers, just won a Super Bowl. So he was kind of in the Bay for 1 year before then he went and signed with Dallas. And then he was a bad guy to us. But he played that, the end of that year with the Giants. And so there's a little bit of a tie there. He's been a All-Pro, Hall of Fame, NFL player. He was a really good baseball player. And bring him in. And you're like, hey, Coach Prime, the best recruiter out there, he's going to get Shohei. I'm in. Like,
oh, yeah.
And see, the thing about Coach Prime, though, is what you're going to have to do. It's just like when he played baseball and football. He's kind of like, you don't have him for the whole time. So He's going to be coaching and recruiting in Colorado or wherever he goes next. And then you get him in baseball, but you don't get him like full time. So you're going to have
you just get him as a recruiter.
Yeah. You're like Ron Wotus. You're really going to like be there the whole time. We're bringing you in and you're going to be the guy, but you got to deal with Coach Prime and he's going to have his ideas, but then he's going to take this call because his son Shadur is, going into these draft camps and he's got to prepare.
Oh,
so
I was about to say, does Shadur have to play center field for him? If we get Deion, is that how that works?
That might be a positive. I bet you he can run down some fly balls better than some of the guys that we saw last year. You know what? I'm clipping this and putting it on YouTube. We're gonna have a Coach Prime San Francisco is the next San Francisco Giants manager clip for YouTube. People are going to go, what is this crazy news? Yeah. And then they're going to hear us have this silly conversation. But,
sorry for the clickbait.
They have, they're selling his sunglasses, the Coach Prime sunglasses.
I've seen those. Now, when we went to Disneyland 2 weeks ago, Coach Prime sunglasses were everywhere, man. Everybody was wearing them. And the big, the big Oakleys now that took over, like it used to be the Blades.
Yeah.
Those things that Tatis wears.
Yeah.
Holy moly. You can't see people's faces with those things on.
Okay. So do you respect me more or less knowing that I pre-ordered some Coach Prime sunglasses?
Hey, man, I want to see him on you first. I'm not going to tell you until I see him on you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I wear an old school Oakley pair from like years and years and years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're called the eye jackets, and it's because I have a little bit of a wide face. So some sunglasses, they like are so tight that they just pinch my temples. And so I can't necessarily wear them. So I bought these Coach Prime ones on a lark. I'm just assuming they're not going to fit properly. And I'm going to have to go back to my old Oakley 2005 eye jackets. But I had to get them. I had to pre-order them. I'm on the Coach Prime bandwagon. So
I've got a brand that I like that I have to order because mine is so smashed right here. Like if I put on Oakleys, they look like they're out here. Like I look like I got, I could put two faces inside of my Oakley glasses. There's only certain types, and I really have to try them on. So I get you, but I want to see these Primes on you.
Yeah.
But if you put them on and they look good, you need to submit your resume to the San Francisco Giants for manager, because if you look the part, that's all that matters sometimes.
Yeah, I will submit my application and go, this is for the managerial position, but really, Brad and I just want to host the official Giants team podcast.
Absolutely.
That's really what I want to do.
That, and we'd love to be there on Fan Day.
Yes.
Fan Fest. We want free tickets to Fan Fest so we could just kind of walk around, check.
Yeah, we'll interview people, and Cole and Carmen, like we'll just be in that Rat Pack, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we'll just be with those folks, but we'll just have like the official podcast and
absolutely.
And that would be fun. All right, let's get back to something a little bit more serious. So, this is Davis, aka Drip. He was with Rod and I last night after the 49ers sadly sort of came back to earth a little bit. Brock Purdy's balloon, that someone poked a little tiny hole in it.
Oh, you're going to have if you're a good team, I can vouch for this, the Rams a few years ago. If you're a good team, you're going to have weird games, man. You're just going to have really weird games where you're like, I don't know what that was. And then next week, all of a sudden, as a Rams fan, I could say, then Kurt Warner throws 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and you win 52-10.
Yes,
so,
yeah. So, but Davis was hanging out with us and chiming in about the game. And so his comment is, will Dion be able to get us a Bryce Harper this time? Well, Bryce Harper signed like a 45-year contract with the Phillies, so it would have to be on a trade. But Shohei is the guy. Shohei is the Bryce Harper and more. Now, he's not going to be able to pitch for a year at least, and maybe that's for the better. Maybe he just becomes like power closer to save his arm a little bit. And you just call him. You just, whoever's the manager, Bob Melvin, just goes out in the 9th inning and just goes like this. And then you see the guy, from right field just run in. He just like runs in and he's the closer. Yeah. But yeah, that would be a lot of fun if we could get a big name player thanks to
get you a 3-inning save, man.
Okay.
That's what I'd like to see come back, the 3-inning saves.